the stare of the champion against the challenger. Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Wait a minute!
5, 4. Yeah. What's going on, y'all? This your boy, Celeb. We got my boy, you know what I'm saying?
Typhoon.
Yes, sir. We got you here. We all here. We here. We gonna always be here. We ain't never going nowhere. Wrestling Unleashed podcast. We in this motherfucker. You feel me? Yes, I blanked myself out. We in this. What's going on, everybody?
How quality you get here?
Yes, sir. What's going on, everybody? We're going to go through some things, and then we're going to talk about some real indie wrestling that's going to be happening tonight. You know what I'm saying? Got some Scotty Too Hotty in the building. Not here, but he's going to be in the building, you know, in Maine. And it's going to be something dope. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's going on, Typhoon? What we got going on?
Well, I think I can't quite remember where we left off last episode. You know what I'm saying? We've been busy with our schedules and shit. I think we start off on Raw, addressing Raw, you know, CM Punk calling, you know what I'm saying, calling the fat little snake out. Thought that was a good bar, bro. That one stuck. The fat little snake bar was good.
That one was good. That it was. I agree.
And I kind of like how he did how he kind of like worked it, as in he's kind of always been naive and trusting Paul Heyman, and it's not the first time that he screwed him over. But that was pretty good. I like that I figured they would. I like that they did do a tribute to Sabu.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to do something for him on here, but everyone was doing that, you know what I'm saying, in the community, so I didn't want to, like, you know what I'm saying, overkill it or make that like a draw, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you know,
let's talk about other things, you know what I'm saying, but we will talk about we will get back on Sabu later for some, maybe get your opinion on some of your favorite moments or matches of his.
Oh man, I got a few.
Because dude's definitely a legend. And he was one of those people that sacrificed a lot.
Yeah, he did.
But yeah, CM Punk leading that homage was cool. Penta and Chad Gable's match was crazy good.
Yeah, that he sold that Mexican destroyer like it was none other. That was crazy good.
Yeah,
it was wild.
Yeah, Chad Gable is definitely way more talented than I think people give him the credit for.
That's a fact. I agree.
And he's Kurt Angle's clone, and he's El Grande Americano, like one of the greatest gimmicks to come out of recent wrestling, in my opinion.
Think so? El Grande Americano? Think so?
I really do. I think the fact that he didn't die out at WrestleMania and he won the WrestleMania match when Chad Gable hasn't even won a WrestleMania match shows you that gimmick is getting bite. People are reacting to it. And I mean, it's a clever gimmick. Why has no luchador ever thought about? I mean, maybe it has happened. Maybe luchadors have snuck a plate into their forehead before. I don't know, but I've never seen it on like the. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen it on the main roster, so that shit was new to me.
Hey, that's just so funny. Sticking a a metal plate in your mask and knocking people out with it. Splouf. Just knocking people.
Just throwing the Gable flying headbutts out, bro, like Luigi style.
Bro, that's crazy. All you hear is that pluck sound when you when he headbutts people. Pluck.
Yeah, then you also had AJ Styles versus Finn Balor. And Styles ended up winning
Yeah.
with
Styles did end up
intervention from Penta.
Yeah.
So that's kind of adding a little dynamic to things right there. That might be a brewing
Team.
story. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
little brewski going on. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, probably a setup for a match this coming week.
Yeah.
But what other matches was there? Creed Brothers versus the War Raiders.
Yeah.
That was a pretty heated match, pretty intense.
Yeah. I mean, I like the War Raiders. They was in New Japan, with Jeff Cobb and them. So
Oh yeah,
I've always liked the War Raiders and how they do things. You know what I'm saying? I've always enjoyed how they
their name's been getting shuffled and
it's
butchered.
because of Vince McMahon, the Viking Express and all this other weird shit.
The
Like, come
Viking
on,
Express,
man.
bro.
Oh my god.
That
Nigga, what is
sounds
this?
like
What
a
is this? Some
restaurant.
food?
Right.
Why do we both say that? What is this? Some food? Let's go get some Viking Express.
And
Like,
then
what
the main event for Raw was honestly dope in my opinion. I was a fan of it. You had Jey Uso, CM Punk, and Sami Zayn going against Seth and Braun Breaker.
I feel like Sami Zayn's gonna turn on somebody.
That'd be crazy.
That's what they probably gonna do. I mean, Kevin Owens is gone, so who do you think is gonna turn? We need a heel now. Kevin Owens is gone. We need a
That'd be
heel.
wild.
It's gonna be Sammy. It's no other than Sammy. It's none other than Sammy. And his first feud is gonna be with Jey Uso.
That'd be great. It would make for some good stories.
I just wrote a story for you, WWE. Get me the contract. Get me the damn resume, man. I got it, man. Get me in there.
But I don't know. I feel like Sammy's too good of a baby face. Like he's just that silly, loving, funny but scrappy guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'd be upset either way they cut that storyline.
Makes sense.
I think it's good either way.
Yeah.
Then you got Dynamite.
I watched that.
Dynamite was pretty good.
It started off with Will Ospreay and the New Japan wrestling guy. Kushida, whatever.
Kenosis.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Making me think a lot, man. Stop it. Nah, but that was a good match.
Yeah, it was Will Ospreay and Hangman
versus
Konosuke and Josh Alexander.
Yeah, they did that match. That was the deserving
Really,
of a
really
hand
good.
praise.
Yeah, really good match.
Yeah, that was deserving of a hand praise.
I'm honestly, bro, Takeshita's. I'm really liking Like I like his style of wrestling. I like his character, the storyline he has built up around him.
I'm sorry, man. I can't.
From Japan.
I'm sorry, but I can't take Swerve Strickland's mic skills very, very seriously.
Swerve Strickland.
Bro, his mic skills, ever since he said what he said about Booker T, I
Booker
feel like
T, crazy.
you could start seeing his flaws. Like you're really putting yourself out there to really just be like,
Yeah.
Mike skill, you need to
Crazy
sit
ways
down.
to go
Try
yourself.
to write a rap song or something. Try to get your mannerisms out there, a little bit better, man. And when it comes to the mic skills, bro, this thing right here, let me tell you, this thing right here, man, it ain't for everybody. Some people just don't know how to move the crowd, and I just feel like he can't. And I'm not hating on him; he's a great talent. But ever since he told Booker T, "Fuck him," and whatever, man, I feel like, and I'm not trying to take Booker T's side or nothing like that, but I'm taking Booker T's side. Like, fix your mic skills before you go and try to talk about somebody, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you out here, you hurting out of character, but you on the mic.
Yeah, no, you can't be hating on legends like that, bro. You can't be.
I feel like I'm the best.
Then you got MJF joins.
Oh yeah, he got the.
I was thinking about it, bro. I was like, he's really doing them a favor, but at the same time, they are all pretty big names, even though they're kind of like at the. I'm not trying to word it disrespectfully, but they're on the later ends of their career. You know what I'm saying?
Who?
Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, and MVP. They're up there in age. They've been doing this for forever.
Them niggas is getting old. Just say that. Them niggas getting old.
Right. But what I'm saying is, I think MJF adds a lot to the dynamic, and I think even though
MJF is the Sami Zayn of the bloodline,
I just of the Hurt Syndicate, you mean?
Yep. Yeah, of the Hurt Syndicate.
I worry that it might. I don't know if it'll like depreciate his value, like where he's at as a heel and everything, and like, because he's kind of like top heel in the industry right now.
But the Hurt Syndicate is heels too.
Right, but I don't know. I just feel like
they more the cool heel.
Right.
Like you got baby faces, and then you got the heels, and you got the in between heels. They like the in between heels.
I don't know though, man, because MJF we've seen in that last feud with him and Hangman, he can.
Oh no, hey, MJF is the heel.
He can cut a crazy promo and
when you can flip off of a kid in their face in front of their parents, you are a heel to me. There is nothing greater than this. You know what I'm saying? What you think about the I don't know if you watched it or not, but what you think about the New Japan super light open weight?
I have not watched that yet.
You know,
that was Will Ospreay?
No, Will wasn't in that one.
Who?
Kushida.
Oh, Kushida.
Yeah.
That's you mean Kevin Knight's tag team partner in the Intergalactic?
Yeah. Yep. And so it was good. It was some really good matches. You know, there's one thing that I noticed about the difference between New Japan Pro Wrestling and like the wrestling here. As soon as a person gets like thrown like really hard onto something, all the medical team is right there watching, looking to make sure they're okay. It's like, it's crazy. It's like,
it's because they really strong style wrestling or pro wrestle.
Yeah.
They really lean into everything, man. They ain't just relying on their coworker to sell it. You know what I'm saying? They're not just relying on the other talent to sell it. They're really leaning into things so it's making real impacts, and so there's really momentum and force behind things. It's why a lot of these if you notice a lot of these strong style and people that come from New Japan, they use a lot of strikes.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Yeah.
And to incorporate the strong style into the WWE now, and then they got all these lucha libres. I wonder what's going to happen with all the WWE heads and how they're going to feel with all the acrobat gymnastics shit that they about to see. Because that's one thing that they don't like. Oh my God, the spot heavy
Right, the flippy
acrobatic
dippy stuff, yeah.
So what are you gonna do now, brother? That AAA is now gonna be, under the WWE banner. What you gonna do, brother? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
what this is what excites a lot of people. This is what puts money in the seats in some aspects. And I'm gonna just be honest with you, WWE's missing a few things. The spot heavy matches. And who's gonna be willing to do that? The people from the NXT, the people
Luchadors
from
for sure.
luchadors, they're willing to put their body on the line and go off of a ladder that's 15 feet up in the air and do 17 fucking flips and splash to a 3-4 tables. They're willing to do it. So why not? Why not have some excitement? Why not have some spot heavy matches, especially with Worlds Collide and Money in the Bank the same night? The same night, you're gonna see some crazy shit. Just being honest, you're gonna see some crazy shit. And then think about the dream matches that all these wrestlers have now, all these wrestlers and everybody has in the industry. Think about it.
Well, a lot
You
of
can
them
put
were,
Shane,
a lot of them have worked with each other. It's just getting the opportunity
not
to
on
work
this,
with each other on this stage.
right? I was about to say not on this platform. That's a dream match.
Yeah.
That's a
But
dream match on this type of platform.
yeah, for sure. If we can reel back to Dynamite real quick.
Yes,
Mina
sir.
Shirakawa pins
The
Tony
female,
Storm.
the one that got like she
Beats
kind of
beats
dresses almost like
Tony
Asuka.
Storm. I don't know how to
Almost.
say that.
It's almost like the
But
same attire.
she has a big fan base. But
Hmm.
she beat Tony Storm and earned a
Okay.
title shot at Double or Nothing. So
When is that?
I'm expecting Double or Nothing.
Isn't that in June next month? We will be doing a reaction to that. You guys won't be able to see it live. I mean, we'll show like the corner of the screen or something, a forehead.
Mm.
A forehead. We ain't getting in no trouble.
Right. Might do a party of some sort. You know what I'm saying? Off the podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we already know. You already know.
Shit. I'll come back to that.
Let's do that. We'll talk about that later.
Actually, let me just. May 25th.
Double or Nothing is on May 25th.
Yes,
That's
sir.
next week.
On Sunday. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. That's crazy. You know, I'm gonna say this. There was a few things about that Tony Storm match that I really like. I just like the fact how they really, really try to sell for each other. You know what I mean? They really try to put each other over instead of it being
They have a past in Synergy.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, because they worked well together. They really did. Ooh.
I can get back to my notes.
Damn.
Oh, SmackDown's what? Oh no, we had a last thing on Dynamite I wanted to touch on was the cage match. Moxley and Samoa Joe.
I did not catch that one.
I think what the hell? My notes just vanished before me. My shit is not responding. All right, let me click over here. So where we leave off at? Oh, John Moxley retaining the world championship in the cage match. Pretty much what you would expect from a Moxley and Samoa Joe cage match. Is pretty brutal. But as you would assume, Moxley continues his reign.
I don't understand.
I think I do.
Why?
Because he's
What
one
is
of
it?
he's one of the main guys.
Makes
He's
sense.
one of the cash cows, man. He's one of the main attractions. All the death match. He brings in a certain crowd to fans that other people don't.
Yeah,
The
that
tech
death match.
match in the hardcore scene fans.
That'd have been a hell of a match between him and Prime Sabu.
I'm sure he had
Sabu.
something to say too.
I would have took Sabu though. Still, I would have thought.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm
Anybody
taking
gets in the ring with Sabu, I'm taking Sabu.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way, especially in a death match or anything like that. I'm taking Sabu.
Without a doubt. Then we have Friday Night SmackDown. Last night, Solo Sikoa qualifies for the Money in the Bank.
I thought it was going to be Ray Phoenix.
I also thought it was going to be Ray Phoenix. I feel like they're trying to give Solo another push, which there might be a reason to that. You know what I'm saying? I think it'd be dope if they did another tribe war. You know what I'm saying? Another bloodline war of some sort. Make 3 factions, have them all war it out.
I feel like they've played this fucking bloodline shit out.
You have the Rock's little posse. You have Roman Reigns. And then you have he's coming back with there's rumors of him coming back with Haiku Leo.
Yeah. And then fucking yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, it just would have to have a fresh like a fresh story to it to make it work.
What'd you think about Big Jim coming out?
Big Jim, yeah. I mean, I like how I wish they would give him a better push, kind of like what they did Jimmy. So Woodage, man, I feel like they should. It would be nice to see it.
It would. Um, Tiffany and Jade's little backstage segment was interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of backstage. Remember that one segment that we seen that we thought we didn't need, but we seen it?
Oh,
It
it
was
was so good
between
though. It was so good.
it was between who was it between? I know it was between
It was
the bloodline. It was Jacob Fatu, Jeff Cobb,
Fatu.
and
Yeah,
who did they talk to though?
damn. Let me see if I can.
Jimmy Uso can be true little Jimmy. Oh no, it was Ray Phoenix. It was Ray Phoenix and Andrade.
Yeah. They walked
I
up
was
in the
like
middle
that.
of the conversation. That's what it
Yeah, and I
was.
was like, man, that's the interaction that I never thought
And
I
then
needed, but it was a
and
dope interaction.
Solo spoke in Spanish.
Yeah, bro. I was like, yo, what?
Yeah, that was dope.
It was like I didn't
Um,
need to. I thought I didn't need to see that, but I did.
right. No, those are the kind of backstage segments I enjoy.
Yes, sir.
Um, Tiffy Time retains her belt against Nia Jax.
Well, we knew that was gonna happen. It doesn't
Of
normally
course,
have,
of course.
too many title changes. They don't really come on, the regular shows.
Right.
They try to save those
Um,
for, you know.
Alexa Bliss advances to Money in the Bank.
Yeah, I like that. I'm glad she did. I'm really glad she did.
Yep, I was rooting for her as well.
Yeah, that was kind of messed up how they did Solo.
That's a fair
But
point.
that is a fair point. I really feel like they should give Solo the push, and if he's gonna go after a belt, I feel like that he should win it and go ahead and win it one time. And yeah,
Yeah, great, great point, Woodage.
facts, great
Um,
facts.
Woodage said, "Let the record show
Yeah,
they did this man dirty. What the hell is a week-long title reign?
and
Give
that
this
is a
man
feud that we do
yeah,
need. We do need the Bliss versus the feud versus the Liv feud. We need that.
right."
I don't know what this thing is. What Alexa Bliss is trying to do with Charlotte Flair, trying to bring her to the dark side or some shit, to the real
We
dark
need
side.
we need we need Liv, Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley, and Stephanie Vaquer with Booker T on commentary. Make it happen.
Well, Booker T.
Honestly, can we just as fans, longtime fans, just the money making thing to do, WWE, is to just book Booker T for every women's match. Every
That nigga
every
Booker
every
T a freak. Yeah, freak
every
yeah,
woman
boy.
in the every women everyone in the women's division, it's like that crazy physique, you know what I'm saying, that he would, you know what I'm saying, flip out over. That's what we need. We need him on commentary. That's how you make your money, WWE.
Every time Stephanie Vicar does that damn move, oh Lord, man.
Yeah,
I'm like, yo, Booker.
the sound effects is crazy, bro.
They're crazy, bro. Booker is crazy, man. But that's Booker. You know
Julia
what I mean?
debuts.
Oh
Did
yeah,
I
Julia.
not say it was coming when she lost her belt?
Yeah, yeah.
Did I not say it was coming? Called that long ago. But I'm a fan. I actually really like her matches.
She got a lot of history with Stephanie Vicar. I know that.
Yeah.
They both was in New Japan Wrestling. I know that.
and her
Hey, the
versus
women's
Charlotte Flair
division.
and
What is up
her
with the women's
versus
division,
Charlotte
though?
Flair and Zelina Vega is gonna be an awesome match.
Hey, what is up with the women's division of the WWE? It's crazy large now. They got a lot of talent. They just need to stop
Apparently,
botching because it's
apparently
botchmania.
too much from the recent release.
Well, yeah, I mean, you ain't using nobody, so you gotta release them. I mean, if you ain't gonna use nobody, then you gotta release them. You feel me?
Yeah, it's multiple sources assume that it's everyone's a separate case, you know what I'm saying? Everyone's a different reason, or you know what I'm saying, personal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like this person might have had backstage beef or didn't
Fit the
work
criteria
well
of the
with
team.
others, or bumped heads with people backstage, or
Well, we can see
didn't
that's
like
the reason why
working
Swerve
out
Strickland got
certain
released.
individuals. Yeah, stuff like that. Then you also have rumors of free agent. There's rumors of Omega and Moxley becoming free agents, which is what's up, Leon?
Bro.
What's
What's
going
good?
on, fam?
But yeah, fucking. There's rumors of Kenny Omega and Moxley becoming free agents.
Really?
You know Kenny Omega ain't going nowhere except staying his ass right in the AEW, bro.
That'd be a trip if he got talked into coming to WWE for a year. Just for a year.
I think I just think if I was an AEW talent and I was one of them upper echelon, even if I was mid upper card, especially if I was upper card.
What if you was promised $10 million, a heavyweight belt for a whole year, and a main event at WrestleMania?
Yeah, I'm taking that without a doubt. What the hell? $10 million is
$10 million, the heavyweight belt, and a WrestleMania main event.
Yeah, that's
Sign me
unreal
up for a whole year. I'll take the year.
What up?
That's sick. This man Leon going grocery shopping, bro. You better grab me the damn gallon of milk I asked for, bro. You still ain't came back.
All right, hold up. Give me a minute. I'll be back.
Hey, give me a minute. I'll be right back. Yeah, man, but that's I would pay Kenny just for a year.
Man,
come over here, blast off for a year, be the greatest talent, put on some 10, put on some dope ass matches. We'll line you up with Seth Rollins, we'll line you up with Roman Reigns, we'll line you up with, with people that are really headline, for the company, and we'll give you a fucking title for a whole year, and we'll put you as the main event for WrestleMania. Right. And we'll give you your win.
Yeah.
There you go.
Boom. My thing is, what just happened? Oh, my thing is,
you're stuck. Oh, okay. There you go.
Risking getting buried or risking them working you in any type of way that's going to negatively impact what you're building up. And that's for a lot of talent. I feel in AEW, that's probably a big deciding factor in why they won't take the deals that WWE are trying to cut them.
I wouldn't take any deal from WWE until they
why when you're a top guy in another promotion would you come to the bigger promotion to be treated as a lesser talent?
I wouldn't dare.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't care how much you gave me. I wouldn't dare. I'm coming and I'm going to be the top like I was in this last promotion, or I'm not.
It's much better for your career.
I'm the top or I'm not. Period. I don't care how many circles I don't care how many zeros you put on this check. I I want creative. I want that Hulk Hogan.
If you
I
care
want
about,
creative
I feel
control.
like if you care about character development, you gotta.
I want
You
creative control.
can't take those. Yeah, you can't take
I
that
want
WWE.
control. I want my character control.
But if you want the
Secondly, I want
biggest,
to be
if you want the biggest platform for exposure,
WWE.
WWE without a doubt.
But I don't care. If I'm gonna get out there and have on a thong, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna sit there and diminish my career. Nothing against anybody that wear a thong, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Right.
If
No.
I'm Kenny Omega and I'm the trigger, the heat trigger here, motherfucker, I'm gonna be the heat trigger everywhere. Motherfucker,
Yeah,
I don't care if there's Seth Rollins. I don't care if it's CM Punk. Motherfucker, I'm up here too. And if I sign with your company, you better treat me as thus. When I walk into the catering, I want my plate to be fixed for me. What?
right.
I
And
want
what do you think?
creative control.
Speaking of creative, not the greatest segue, not the greatest transition, but the Elite's heel turn.
I mean,
Kinda.
they always are. They can never stay as good, people, because they're hated so much. Even like in real life, they get so much heat.
Even in real life,
They get so much heat. People don't like the Young Bucks for some reason, so
they're so
go with
good.
it.
They're so good.
I mean,
though.
they're very talented. They're a highly talented tag team. It'd be a dope thing to see them, the Usos, and like a couple of other teams, you know, in like a dope ass ladder match for a 5-star representative. But we'll never have those dream matches because people can't get over damn fucking egos. They're egotistical maniacs, man. Like
True.
that's one thing about the Young Bucks. They're very egotistical. Like they ready to fight on sight, and I give them, okay, I respect that, but damn, y'all can't take no type of constructive criticism. Anybody can.
Yeah, no, for real.
Anybody say something to the Young Bucks? Oh, they ready to box.
I think, you know, some of it might come across as snobby or like behavior, but like they have done a lot, man. They have put in
Can't deny
a
that.
hell of a work routine. The indie scene. They are, without a doubt, I would say modern day legends in the indie scene.
And
now they're on, you know what I'm saying? And you can't even really say indie because like that kind of makes it sound like
they're mainstream.
New Japan's not like a major promotion, which is a huge promotion and always has been. Yeah.
Yeah, New Japan is mainstream. Indie wrestling is what you're gonna go watch tonight.
Yes,
that's
sir.
the indie circuit.
Yes, sir.
That's the indie circuit. The indie circuit is the circuits that are not on TV. When you are on TV, you are mainstream. You have made it to the mainstream. That's just like rapping. That's just like music. Like you're underground until you've made it on to the radios. Like
so that's my thing. Like they've I would say they've earned their bragging rights and their
oh, absolutely.
For people to like don't get me wrong. I know some people have said, like Punk has said, that I think he referenced people backstage not really taking any type of constructive criticism. I think that was mainly towards Jungle Boy, but
that was most definitely good towards Jungle Boy.
But I feel like it's a lot of hearsay. It's a lot of different people's opinions and perspectives, and you're not getting the whole full story, and really the whole full story of like what you think of the Young Bucks doesn't have anything to do with their talent or their skill in the ring.
Yeah.
Because that's undeniable, bro. Like they're one of the best tag teams like ever.
and I never denied that.
Without
I
a
never
doubt.
will. I'll never say nothing against them. That's why I say they're one of my
And I'm
dream
not
tag
going to say that they're not like a conglomeration of a lot of superstars. You know what I'm saying? They're obviously got inspiration, but which wrestler doesn't? You know what I'm saying? I don't think that they're really like hiding their inspiration with the amount of super kicks they throw.
Right. Right. Well, let's move it forward on some let's talk about these Sabu stuff before we get up out of here. Let's move forward on some Sabu. You frozen, bro.
Oh, hold up. I'm frozen. Hold up. Before we get to Sabu, let's
You frozen.
Sunday.
Like
I'm not froze.
Elsa.
I'm not froze. I'm moving.
For real?
But next Sunday, Double or Nothing. We
I
have.
think you frozen, bro.
You think I'm frozen? I'm
Yeah,
looking.
you frozen over here.
I'm looking at it. I'm not over here.
That's crazy. It must just be on my end.
Hmm.
Woodage, you hear? Is he frozen on your end, y'all?
Chat.
Let's see what the chat say. Is he frozen, y'all? See what they say.
I think you frozen, bro.
Oh, you unfrozen now. You unfroze now. There you go.
So Double or Nothing. We got confirmed matches so far. We got the Hurt Syndicate is gonna have a tag team championship match. Their opponents are to be determined. Tony Storm versus Mina Shirakawa. Gonna be a banger. Will Ospreay versus Hangman. Should also be really good.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Mercedes Moné versus Jamie Hayter. Winners will earn title shots at AEW's All In Texas event.
Jamie Hayter's losing.
And then we have a Anarchy in the Arena match, a high-stakes, chaotic match set to headline the event. So it should be pretty good. The match will be featuring all top stars in a no-holds-barred. So yeah, that's what we got for confirmed matches so far.
That's gonna be dope. Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And then we have what the hell was the next pay-per-view? Was there a pay-per-view coming up for WWE? Oh, Worlds Collide.
Yeah, Worlds Collide and Money in the Bank.
What date is that on?
June 7th. Both of them are.
June 7th, that's what it was. Man, that's a little bit of ways, but next month.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks away. 3 weeks. 3 weeks away.
But yeah, Sabu, man. Hardcore icon. Legend. ECW Hall of Famer.
TNA Hall of Famer. Soon to be WWE Hall of Famer.
Man bladed for the business too damn much.
The genocidal, homicidal, suicidal.
Right.
This guy, like one of my favorite matches of all time was him and RVD in ECW. And then him and Abyss in TNA. They had some of the most gruesome barbed wire matches
Those
that
are
you
both
can think of.
those are both good matches.
Yes.
I was also gonna say RVD. Since you said that though, two other good mentions are Terry Funk and Taz. Both of those matches.
That match with Terry Funk was wild.
Yeah,
that match with Terry Funk was wild. Terry Funk is a hardcore legend. Rest in peace.
Yes, sir.
But Sabu, they really couldn't use him the way they should have in WWE. I remember another good match in WWE he had in ECW slash WWE was against Rey Mysterio, when he did the jump outside the ring and
One night
DDT Rey
stand.
Mysterio to the table.
Yeah, one night stand.
Yeah, that was great. That was a great match between them two. For Rey Mysterio to go out of his element and do a hardcore match and an Extreme Rules match like that was dope.
Yeah. You already know I'm a fan of that match because Rey Mysterio is my guy, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's my dude. He's had so many good matches, man.
Absolutely. Sabu is him and
Like,
Taz had a good match, some good matches.
him
Him
and
and Sandman, Tommy Dreamer, like they've all had some good matches.
Hayabusa and the Great Sasuke, bro. Like this man has wrestled with the best of them all around the world, bro.
Yep.
Like
Been through all types of barbed wire all around the world. But he has put his body on and his body and blood on the line in every single place in the world. Sabu's blood is everywhere.
Sabu and Taz versus Public Enemy was dope. All the crowd work was dope.
Yeah. Yeah, that diving into the crowd
back
shit.
in the days where they used
dope.
to actually, fight all throughout the crowd and
you diving in the crowd. They was diving in the crowds back then.
Yeah.
They was fighting in the crowd. Like they don't do that no more. Nowadays it's just like, I'm just gonna punch you in this open area. Yeah, it's he better be on the game next year on 2K20 26.
The December to Dismember. The Extreme Elimination Chamber match.
That's right. That shit was nuts. Sabu is just, I don't know, man. For you to take barbed wire willingly, tax willingly, all that shit willingly, you're a different breed of person. Your pain receptors are so high. It's crazy.
I mean, I don't think it's really. It just takes a mental state, man. You gotta. If you're gonna take that type of, even when you're taking a bump, you know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, this. Even a bump, to be honest, is probably can be less temporary than cutting can sometimes.
Yeah.
Most of that shit though is temporary. You're a lot more likely to injure yourself and do some permanent damage doing simple spots that people do every day and every night matches, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People injure themselves in training and end careers in training before they ever get to go to the big leagues.
Yeah.
Off of simple spots, bro. It ain't doing no deathmatch shit. Not saying that shit is any type of safe whatsoever, because anytime you're using those light fixtures in the light poles, them things sever people's arteries and
yeah. That shit's crazy what they do with in the indies, blading each other and stuff like that. The way they do it is just you guys are doing a lot. But before we get out of here,
as the internet would like to say, all for a cold hot dog and a warm soda.
Damn, that's fucked up. Damn, I'd rather a warm hot dog. At least I can fucking put some cheese on it and some chili.
Some cheese on that bitch.
Man, but before we get out of here, y'all, we're gonna be talking about real quick about this limitless wrestling here tonight. Not here in Greensboro, North Carolina. We had SmackDown last night here in Greensboro, North Carolina, right at the Coliseum, right up the street. It was packed. People try to say that WWE does not sell out. It was sold out. It was sold out. There were so many cars, there were so many people. It was packed. But what about this Limitless Wrestling out in Maine?
Yeah,
What's going on?
For the first time in 6 years, Limitless Wrestling's back at the Westbrook Armory for Warzone, featuring the hometown return of Scotty 2 Hotty. And there's also going to be a 4-on-4 steel cage match main event, which should be pretty fun. So,
Okay.
yeah, man. Tune in on if they happen to stream it to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Look up Limitless Wrestling. They might be streaming it to YouTube, or check them out.
And if,
Either way,
and if they are
Definitely.
streaming on YouTube, we will be watching it.
definitely lots of good talent. They got the Tuckman. They got Eli Knight, LJ Clearly, and Scott Green in the 4-way Warzone. That'll be the cage match, I think. Or no, I think that's just the normal Fatal
Just a
4-way.
normal little match, huh?
International 4-way is what they're calling it because everyone's from. Oh no, 2 people are from the same country.
Okay.
But still, should be a pretty good event.
Absolutely.
And it's
Absolutely.
presented by Limitless Wrestling and sponsored by Rugged Roots. So,
Okay. Yeah, man.
which is a local dispensary here in Maine.
Yes, sir. Well, y'all heard it first. Y'all heard it first. And we're going to be getting some things together with our podcast. A couple days, I guess we're going to be switching up some things here. So, starting on Saturdays, we'll be coming with y'all with the podcast, just so that y'all know. Come tuning in on Saturdays. WUP Wrestling Unleashed podcast will be tuning in every Saturday now. You know what I mean? So tune in with us. Come say what's up. Come say hi. Come give us your takes. Come talk to us. Come chill with us like y'all have been. I appreciate the 17 viewers that we have here today. I appreciate all the likes, all the love that we've been getting, all the chats. I appreciate you, Woodage, for stopping by like you always have. And if there's nothing else, this your boy Gaming with Celeb. Got my boy Ty Fu. Yes, sir. And we out. Whoop. Peace.
Whoop.
The stare of the champion against the challenger. Stone Cold! Stone